What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Crawl TV. Today is a really exciting episode because once again, we're buying a Jeep. It's another YJ. Jack bought another YJ.
So we're off to go pick up Jack's YJ. This one's pretty local to us. It's over in Vista, but we've got the whole gang coming out to pick it up.
Do people know what we're doing here?
I briefed them.
Okay. Woo!
Your boy worked out of the house today, so he got to wear slip-slips.
Here we are again.
One more.
Have you seen this Jeep before?
Just pictures that I sent right to you.
Ah, and then I sent the pictures to Jack, and here we are. It's got a 360 in it. Hard top. Nice, clean interior. Automatic transmission. Woo!
You got the luxury model.
All right, so the plan is we're gonna push this Jeep down to my versatile rock crawler trailer down here.
Go a little bit right. A little bit right. There you go. There you go.
Stop.
I don't know where I am anymore. We bought another Jeep.
How excited are you?
Super excited. Nice straight frame. It's a clean body. It's got like a quilted, it's got a hard top. A nice quilted, what's it called on top? A headliner. So it's nice. It's got AC. That's pretty big.
I think you're gonna be a huge fan of the automatic transmission on the Rubicon trailer.
Yeah. And it's got a V8.
And it has a slip yoke eliminator already in it.
And you got pausing.
Really?
Yeah.
And aluminum bumper. We're hiding. Big things coming.
Let's check this thing out.
Have you been in the glove box yet?
No.
Look at the back of the seat. Wrangler. Pockets. You got pockets.
Pockets.
No, check in the pockets.
Oh, check the pockets?
Yeah.
Nothing, man.
You checking here?
I haven't checked everything.
Check everything. How do you get in?
Because you found a puffer jacket and a beanie and gloves.
Well, they also found artillery rounds that are freaking ancient.
Wow.
That'd blow up the ranch. Be careful with that.
It's not live.
That's nuclear.
What is this? 13th annual Jeep Jamboree. 12th annual Jeep Jamboree. Second annual Uray Jeep Jamboree. 11th anniversary Jeep Jamboree. Wow.
Should we see what's in the box?
I would like to see what's in the box.
I start thinking you what do you think, Doc? This is pretty sick.
Check this out. Even came with custom trunk holder.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I love how you knew exactly what that was for.
Yeah.
Jack, you got this thing unlocked yet?
No. It's locked forever. Can I just... Dude, let me hold on a minute. Let me just see if I can. Yeah.
What's in there?
We got a garage door opener,
Nice. Go back to my mother's house.
a tire pressure gauge. Oh, do you have an aftermarket stereo in here? No.
Jack, this is yours? Yeah. It's going to replace the current YJ.
Hey,
I just DM'd Jared.
don't mess up his turn signal switch, dude.
Yeah. Well, I got one for sale.
Cruise control?
But it's gonna...
I
it
think
runs
so.
great. Yeah. And it's got
I think it has
a
set
decrease
cruise
axle,
and then
which is good stuff.
increase and decrease.
The body's pretty beat. But
Incredible. This thing is so nice.
it's got a Vista drive lines. Pop-up inside too.
Yeah. See, get this rotted.
What?
Where they take them apart and they push rods through all the fins, and then they put the tanks back on and resolder them.
Just straighten all the fins.
Oh, you talking about the radiator?
Yeah.
It's dry.
Oh, and the battery tray set up for dual batteries.
What? We need another Optima. So what do you guys think the plan of attack is to start working on this?
Just start taking all of this out.
And put all new stuff in.
I'd probably for sure pull the engine and try to find an original inline 4-cylinder for increased power and performance.
Reliability.
I figured out what one of those fans, or one of those switches does.
What?
You have an electric fan on the front of this.
Ooh.
Interesting.
You have a transcooler.
New water pump for sure.
For towing.
Thermostat for sure.
Yeah.
Flush the hell out of the block.
Is that just... It's a nice little mount?
Oh, you got pipes. You got Flowmasters. You got Flowmaster 50s.
What are we looking like, Enzo?
It's got a
It's a 231.
231 AMC. That's good.
Yeah.
And we got us ourselves a Torque Flight 727.
Jack, you did it.
We did it. We bought another YJ.
Why?
The Surfin Sahara was nice, but this is much nicer. And it kind of just came out of nowhere, and so we hopped on the deal.
Yeah, so Enzo actually texted me a bunch of pictures of this Jeep, and I was like, thanks. I can't afford to buy another Jeep right now, but let me ask Jack. And Jack was like,
We hopped on it.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this thing has an AMC 360 V8, and it's bar legal, state ref, California certified engine swap, which is super hard to find. And it's got a 231 with a slip yoke eliminator. It's got a hardtop. Jack loves the headliner.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's all original on the inside. It's got the original stereo, all the original knobs and switches. It has cruise control, dude. This thing is so pristine. Tires are brand new on it. Jack and Luke are just kind of going through all of the little isms about it right now. We do have some work to do on it, though. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we got to put a new timing chain on it. Probably pull all the front accessories off, redo all those, flush all the fluids out, flush everything out. But I mean, other than that, really
Yeah.
shouldn't need much.
Yeah,
So
I don't think that we're in for a ton of work. It's just nitty gritty stuff. We'll have to document all of it because like the accessories drive is like kind of custom.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we know how to put it all back together. And then we'll freshen it up, get some new belts, and go get this thing smogged. And then we have a California legal V8 Jeep. And that is like kind of the final key, I think. I think what we were missing more than anything is that you didn't have a V8.
I know, I felt left out. So I think I had to do it.
Yeah.
So if anyone's looking to purchase a 1988 Jeep YJ Sahara, there's one for sale.
How do you think Harbor Freight's going to feel about you selling that Jeep?
They're fine. I discussed it with my rep, and he's actually super excited on the new build. And I've got a shipment coming in of a ton of new parts, and so looking forward to that. You guys will be able to see all that very soon.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All the new Harbor Freight products, they go straight to Jack whenever they release something. So
I product test a lot for them.
yeah. He pays full retail, but they really appreciate it. So this thing's kind of cool. It's got, this bumper is all aluminum. It's got little cubbies in the edges of it, and we have a factory chrome grille. I mean, seriously, everything is factory. It still has the vacuum disconnect in the front axle. It's got a Dana 35 rear. It's exactly as Jeep would have made it in 1989, minus the bumpers and the V8, I think. I don't know if that transfer case is stock, actually, but as far as the body is concerned, I guess, it's like really, it's really there. It's like very original. And just the condition of it, I think, just is so exciting. Like, these seats are original. This whole dash is original. Everything works. This is the axle disconnect. We've got 3 accessory switches here. Everything is just in such good shape. It's like a time capsule. So we're gonna do our best to preserve some of that, while also, you already have YJ parts that are gonna end up on this.
Yeah, that just never made it to the Sahara, and so they're just waiting to be installed on something. So we got a 4-inch lift and new Bilstein 5100s. And I had a slip yoke eliminator for a 231 for the Sahara, but this already has that, so we don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically just a 4-inch lift, but I think it's ready for it. It's got the slip yoke eliminator, so we don't really need anything else. We could just put that on.
Throw the lift on, get some new drive shafts made, and some bigger tires and some offset wheels.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these tires are brand new. Like sticky rubber, still have the little nipples on them, like brand new. So, you could probably get a pretty good deal on those if you sell them.
Enzo was saying XJ guys.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
Enzo's.
I had these wheels on my AMC Eagle and my Cherokee XJ Wagoneer, the 89. It's a 5x4.5 lug pattern.
Luke's got a little kid. What are you doing there, buddy? What do you got?
It had some baggies with all sorts of goodies in them.
Little treats?
Little treats. So we're gonna try your winch to see if these little treats make that little winch do a little pull.
Oh, these are parts for the Jeep?
Yeah,
they
he's
came
got
in a
these
box.
really beautiful bags. One's filled with like spare parts, belts, and like fuel filters to get them off the trail. This one's filled with recovery stuff, and then also
It's so nice to buy a Jeep from like an old man.
That just has
They just have everything so organized. It's like buying something from Enzo, probably.
Weird. Oh, you need part numbers for every belt and filter?
Yeah.
Look in the glove box.
Big Laredo guy.
this is a much different vibe than the Surfin Sahara.
Yeah, it's cleaner.
Yeah.
It's cleaner. It makes me want to get Velcro shoes, you know?
Walmart's right down the street. I think this YJ is going to really get Jack some places with that nice 360 V8. It's a big increase from the Surfin Sahara, in my opinion. The interior is extremely immaculate in this. You could tell that it was definitely owned by an ex-gunnery sergeant, as we were told.
Yep. Between this and Surfin Sahara, where are you?
Oh man, I would take this 7 times a Sunday. 6
Okay.
times a Sunday.
What is the saying?
Man, I don't know. 6 times a Sunday. When I look at this, I can just tell it was owned by somebody that really, really cared. And it is, I wouldn't say meticulously done. It was used, but it was done well. And like you were saying, this is a Jeep that Enzo would have owned at one point. And, maybe he's getting older. He's like, let the young kids have it. They can have their way with this thing now. It's got a 360 in it. It's going to throw down.
Yeah.
It's got a posi in the back. It's going to throw down.
It's going to be really good on the Rubicon, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not fuel injected. That's the one thing that Surfin Sahara had over this is fuel injection. But Surfin Sahara was an inline 6, which is a little torque monster. But this, it's got the nice rumble. Jack was missing out on the V8s.
Yeah, it's got Flowmaster 50s underneath it. Like, I think once we get the timing chain dialed in, this is more Jack speed anyway. Like, it's got a unique presence to it. It's not unique in the sense that it's a YJ. It's unique in the sense it's got a V8 in it, and somebody did a great job on it. It didn't get bastardized somewhere throughout its life.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited to get it into the Crawl TV garage. The viewers haven't seen the garage we built yet.
We have the content. It's coming.
It's
But,
crazy.
Yeah.
If you've ever built a shade cloth, a greenhouse in a hurricane,
There was a lot of screaming, and the roof started coming down after we celebrated. It was wild.
we had to poke holes in it.
We're like, oh, we gotta trade it. But it was fun.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'm super stoked about this as well. I think that it's an amazing purchase. This, I'll share what Jack bought this for. He bought this for $3,500. So $300 less than he bought the YJ, the Surfin Sahara YJ for. But with all the work that he's put into Surfin Sahara, he's got that listed for $5,000 on Facebook Marketplace. So if there's any profit left over, because I think Jack's into that Jeep like $4,500. So if there's anything left over, it's going to go into this one. But either way, I don't think that Jack's going to lose any money, and I think that he's going to end up with a better Jeep.
Yeah, I think a weekend with everybody sitting around this thing, putting a timing chain on, like,
Yeah.
the money investment really isn't there. And, in terms of buying a timing chain, putting it on and drinking a whole bunch of beers, like, the most expensive thing will be the
I'm
beers and the
interested.
Mexican food.
Yeah.
But, I think it'll turn around to be a beautiful Jeep.
Yeah. So one of these days, I think the ideal place to do this is probably at Enzo's location. And we'll just tow it down there. We'll pull the full accessories drive off and we'll get to work. I think we pull the valve covers off, tap the valves, make sure everything's moving, maybe even get it all put back together and check the valves. But it's good. It's not going to take us that long to get this thing running and moving on its own.
It needs a good scrub, too.
Yeah. It currently doesn't run, by the way.
It runs.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it'll start.
It'll
But,
start?
Yeah, it's not a good sound.
It's not a good sound. Okay, well, we don't want to run it because it's an interference motor and apparently the timing is off, so that's where we're starting. So now that we picked this Jeep up, now we have to drive it about an hour and a half away from here back to my house where we're going to unload this thing into the shed, And I think the first time we work on it is going to be back down here in Vista. We'll probably want to be in a shop with Enzo's help to dive into that, because I don't even have lights up yet. But at some point soon, we will have more going on in the Crawl TV garage where we can actually work on stuff in there. It's just not there yet. But I'm super excited about this. I think this is a great purchase. I think it looks better, feels better, it'll sound better. We just need a little bit of work in it. We're gonna be much happier guys. So we gotta figure out a name. I'll get back to you on that. Jack, give me 3 names for this Jeep.
It's White Lightning.
White Lightning?
It's the V8.
It's the V8 YJ.
Honestly,
Give me another name.
Like
Another name.
just like an American traditional old man name, like Ron would be a good name. For
Ron.
the, yeah,
Ron White?
yeah, Ron White, YJ. Something like that just feels right.
White Lightning.
White Lightning,
White Lightning.
V8, white Jeep.
White Lightning.
I still like Ron.
Ron or Rod is a close second.
Something American.
Something strong 3-letter name.
Okay, so we got to get this thing back to the ranch now and get it unloaded, or maybe I'll just leave it on the trailer, because I think the next time that we work on this, I'll be trailering it down to Ronco trailers so that we can get this whole motor torn apart. So I guess I'll see you guys there.
Just gonna try and tune into my trucker friends. Breaker 19, you got lug nut? We're out here in Vista at Uncle Tony's, having a few Mexican beers and kicking in the parking lot with some Mexican food. Come on, stop by. Nobody's on the radio right now. We'll check back later.